Hello students, welcome to the science class. Dear students, already we have learned second lesson, that is adaptation in plants. Now let us start the exercise question and answers of lesson number 2, adaptation in plants. First I read the exercise question answer and then you fill up your textbook and write in your science classwork. Now children, I will start the reading of new words. First one, adaptation. Adaptation means conversion to adjust their environment. Second one, habitat. Habitat means home. Third one, flexible. Flexible means easily bend. Fourth one, terrestrial. Terrestrial means earthly. Fifth one, coniferous. Coniferous means evergreen trees or trees are conical shape. Sixth one, desert. Desert means dry place or empty place. Seventh one, spongy. Spongy means soft. Eighth one, plains. Plains means flat land. Ninth one, environment. Environment means nature. 10th one, deciduous. Deciduous means falling off. Next 11th one, grasslands. Grasslands means area largely covered with grass. 12th one, marshy. Marshy means muddy or swampy. 13th one, aquatic. Aquatic means aqua means water, living or growing in water. 14th one, branches. Branches means divide. 15th one, submerged. Submerged means completely underwater. 16th one, trapping. Trapping means catch. 17th one, insectivorous. Insectivorous means insect eating. 18th one, fragrance. Fragrance means sweet smell. 19th one, climate. Climate means atmosphere. Next 20, mangroves. Mangroves means group of trees. Now the next one is words meaning. First one, habitat. Habitat means natural surroundings in which a living thing lives, feeds and reproduces. Second one, adaptation. Adaptation means process of developing certain features to suit one's environment. Third one, coniferous. Coniferous means cone-shaped trees growing on mountains. Fourth one, deciduous. Deciduous means trees that lost their leaves in winter. Fifth one, insectivorous. Insectivorous means insect eating. Sixth one, breathing roots. Breathing roots means upward growing roots of mangrove plants which absorb air from the atmosphere. Seventh one, grasslands. Grasslands means vast areas largely covered with grasses with few or no trees. Eighth one, marsh, as area of low-lying land which is flooded in wet seasons or at a high tide and typically remains waterlogged at all times. Ninth one, mangroves, means plants growing in marshes. Now start the exercise. First question, match the following. Children, see here, two columns are there in match the columns. First A column and then second B column. First I read A columns. A, fear, B. Tape grass, C. Mango, D. Pistia, E. Pitcher plant. First one, fir. Fir, it match with, see here children, answer is there, A. Third one, B. Fifth one, C. First one, D. Second one, E. Fourth one. See here children, first one is fir. It match with coniferous trees. Then second one, tape grass. It match with fifth one, underwater aquatic plant. Then third one, mango. It match with deciduous plant. Next fourth one, pistia. Pistia, it match with floating aquatic plant. Then last, pitcher plant. It match with insectivorous plant. I once again repeat, fir, coniferous plants. Tape grass, underwater aquatic plant. Third one, mango, deciduous plant. Fourth one, pistia, floating aquatic plant. Fifth one, pitcher plant, insectivorous plant. Next, question number 2, fill in the blanks. Children's options are given in brackets. First one, deciduous trees grows dash. Options are on mountains, in the plains, in deserts, in water. Correct answer is in the plains. Deciduous trees grow in the plains. Second one, cacti grow in dash. Options are water, hills, marsh, desert. Answer is desert. Cacti grow in desert. Then third one, dash has spongy air-filled parts to help them float on water. Options are gulmohar, mango, hyacinth, cactus. Answer is hyacinth. Hyacinth has spongy air-filled parts to help them float on water. Fourth one, plants growing in marshy areas have dash. Options are breathing roots, spines, thick stems, deep roots. Answer is breathing roots. Plants growing in marshy areas have a breathing roots. Fifth one, the plant that grows underwater is dash. Options are lotus, water lily, hydrilla, duckweed. Answer is hydrilla. The plant that grows underwater is hydrilla. Next, question number 3. Name the following plants, their habitat, and any 2 unique features. First one, see here children, in your textbook, one side diagram is there, you write their name and features. First one, this plant is called Vallisneria. Plant name is Vallisneria. This is underwater plant. Features are, first one, they have a thin, narrow, flexible stems and leaves. Second one, plant that grow in underwater. I once again repeat. First one, Valesneria. This is underwater plant. Features are: first point, they have a thin, narrow, flexible stems and leaves. Second point, plant that grow in underwater. Next, second one. This is, see here children, this is prickly pear plant. And this is desert plant. Features are: the leaves are modified into spines to prevent loss of water by evaporation. Second one, some desert plants have a thick leaves. Third one, see here children, this is a hydrilla. Hydrilla, this is underwater plant. Features are: first one, they have a thin, narrow, flexible stem and leaves. Second point, plant that grow in underwater. Fourth one, ball cactus. This is a ball cactus, desert plant. Features are: first one, the leaves are modified into spines to prevent loss of water by evaporation. Second point, some desert plants have a thick leaves. Children, you draw diagram and write their name and features in your textbook and classwork both. Question number 4. Write 2 examples of each of the following. First one, the plants whose leaves are modified into spines to prevent loss of water. Children, you write first question 1 line and put answer 1 and 2. Answer is ball cactus and desert spoon. I once again repeat. First one, the plants whose leaves are modified into spines to prevent loss of water. Answer is ball cactus and desert spoon. Second one, insectivorous plants. Answer is Venus flytrap and pitcher plant. Third one, plants with the floating leaves. Answer is Pistia and duckweed. Fourth one, submerged plants. Answer Hydrilla and Valesneria. Fifth one, coniferous trees. Answer is pine and fir. Question number 5. Answer the following questions. First one, what is adaptation? Answer, the process of developing certain features to suit one's environment is called adaptation. Children, listen carefully. I once again repeat the question and answer. First one, what is adaptation? Answer, the process of developing certain features to suit one's environment is called adaptation. Second one, what are insectivorous plants? Answer, plants that eat insects like spiders, mites and small rodents are called insectivorous plants. Third one, why do the trees on snow-capped mountains have a needle-like leaves? Answer, trees that grow on snow-capped mountains are tall and are shaped like a cone, and their needle-like leaves help the snow slide off their branches quite easily. I once again repeat the third question. Why do the trees on snow-capped mountains have a needle-like? See here, children. Needle-like leaves. Answer. Trees that grow on snow-capped mountains are tall and are shaped like a cone, and their needle-like leaves help the snow slide off their branches quite easily. So here completed the exercise question and answer. So you children write all these in your science classwork very neatly and draw diagrams also, and then memorize these exercise question answer. Thank you children. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day.